Namaste. Today I'll tell you do and don'ts of yoga. Before entering the path of yoga, if you get knowledge about this, you'll be more benefited. You get a knowledge after some time, but it is waste of time. So what do you want to do? You should get knowledge about do and don'ts initially. First one, you should decide yourself, I'll do yoga daily. You should practice yoga daily without giving any reason to stop. Second one, practice yoga with empty bowels and intestines. After filling the air in the balloon, if you press it, what will happen? That will break. That will damage. Similarly, after having food, if you start doing some asanas and all, you'll start getting problems. So, you should practice yogasanas with empty bowels and intestines. Sir, I have to do yoga in the afternoon or evening. What should I do? You should have breakfast before 3 hours if you want to do it in the afternoon. Then if you want to do it in the evening, you should maintain 3 to 3.5 hours gap between the lunch and the yoga practice. Next thing, you should not wear tight-fitting clothes or belts while practicing. You will practice asanas, pranayama for good blood circulation and to fulfill the oxygen supply, because your body going to maintain energy through pranayama and breathing exercise 70%. Means our body energy of 70% is maintained by the breath what we take. We can't supply it properly if we wear tight-fitting clothes or belts. Tight-fitting clothes and belts damage the free flow of blood and live tissues. And you should take right guidance to practice yoga, or you'll lose hope on that. Next thing, you should practice yoga on the mat or on the carpet, not on the empty floor. You should not practice yoga under the fan or with the AC. You should not practice yoga in the open place if the weather is not good. But you can practice yoga outside if the weather is normal, or better to practice under the roof. One should not practice leg upward stretching asanas if one is suffering from high BP. Women should avoid during menstruation. Women should avoid leg upward stretching asanas during menstruation. You should not overstretch the body for reaching higher stage of the asanas. You should remember that yoga is slow process but sure way to get health. You should not think that I have no bending, I can't do yoga, so I am unfit for that. No, you don't want bending to do yoga. You don't want flexibility to do yoga. Yoga will make you flexible. You can't get the final stage today, but you can get it tomorrow or day after tomorrow or next month. But you should practice according to your ability. I wanted to say you should not overstretch anywhere. You should maintain equal duration between the complementary asanas and pranayamas. Means you have to do left side asana 60 seconds. You should repeat the same thing with the right side. Left side 20 seconds, right side 60 seconds means it creates imbalance. It should not happen. Means you should practice equal duration between the complementary asanas and pranayamas. And next thing is that you should keep the eyes closed during asanas, pranayama in the sequence. You can keep the eyes open during balancing asanas. Next thing is that you should not talk or you should not watch TV or mobile while practicing yoga. One of the students was saying that, sir, I've done mistake, that is, I did pranayama for 1 hour. Because I was playing movie, I was keep on focusing on that, I was keep on repeating the pranayama again and again. I don't know how many times I have done and how I have done. These kinds of mistakes causes problems. Yoga has no side effect, but if you do it in the wrong way, there is chance of getting problems. So, you should not talk between the asanas. You should focus on your practice systematically. And you should not watch TV and practice. And you should not watch mobile. Fix the time. You can use your mobile for maintaining the timings. Not for watching movie, a serial, that, this and all while practicing yoga. And you should be free to ask your doubts with the Guru. You should not practice yoga with the doubtful mind. You can't get benefits if you have doubts on the practice. And better to provide specified time for the yoga. Try to fix the time for yoga. You should provide valuable time for yoga. Somebody was saying that, sir, I did not get benefits. I've been practicing yoga since 1 year. Then I asked her, how many days you are practicing yoga in a week? She told that I'll practice at least twice a week, sir. How can she get it? She is practicing yoga when she won't get right film to watch, right serial to watch. She will practice yoga when she won't get guests at home. No, should not do all this. You should give valuable time for yoga. Then it's going to protect you, or you'll start getting problems. If, sir, I'm feeling thirsty while practicing yoga, you can have small glass of water before commencement of yoga. You should not drink water in between. You should not have food, bath or any strain to the body for half an hour at least after completion of yoga. Means you should not have water or food after completion of yoga suddenly. You should wait for half an hour to have food, water or any strain to the body. And you should not pass motion or urine for half an hour at least. So better to complete these kinds of work before commencement of yoga. Somebody was saying that, sir, I have a constipation, I can't complete my motion work before commencement of yoga. No problem, you can practice gradually, you get a right digestion and all, then you can deliver the motion before commencement of yoga. But now practice with that problem, not a issue. And next thing is that you should practice yoga facing Guru or rising sun. If you have a Guru in front of you, he is equal to all the god and goddesses, so you can practice in front of the Guru, not a issue. Direction is not a issue. But if you are practicing alone, better to practice yoga with the facing rising sun. And you should practice shavasana at the end of the asanas. Somebody would like to skip the prayer. No, prayer helps you to make you focus and thorough yourself to practice yoga in the sequence, systematically. So you should do prayer in the beginning. At least you should chant 5 times of Omkara in the beginning. Better to practice prayer also. And even at the end also, you should practice prayer in the sequence. Prayer help us to relax the cells of the brain and expand your mind and prepare yourself to learn well. If you practice prayer before commencement of yoga, you will become ready for the practice of yoga. If you practice prayer at the end of the yoga, you will prepare yourself for the whole day, for next work. So, prayer is essential. And you should practice shavasana without miss. Somebody would like to do all the asanas, but they will not do shavasana. They will not get benefits. You are going to practice asanas from toes to crown. All the parts of the body participate in the yogasanas. This is most beneficial art in the world. Most beneficial art in the world. Because in other art, you are going to provide exercise for the hands and the legs. Suppose walking, you are going to give exercise for the hands and the legs. Will you give exercise to the eyes? No. Will you give exercise to the ears? No. In asanas, not like that. From crown, from toes to crown, all the part of the body get participated. So, you should relax well. Shavasana is must for each and everyone. You should practice only 5 minutes Shavasana if you are suffering from sleeplessness. Or 10 minutes Shavasana is very good. You can use a Shavasana in the evening. Somebody's question is that, sir, who can practice yoga? In which age they can start? All of them can practice yoga. Child after 5 years, he can start yoga. He or she can start yoga. There is no age limit for that. Even 150 years also, they can do yoga easily. But they should take right guidance of the Guru. Now, the person who got Padma Bhushan award in 125 years, he is practicing Surya Namaskara, Sarvangasana and some asanas. I wanted to say there is no age limit for that. All of them can do yoga. Even pregnant ladies also can practice yoga under the right guidance to avoid most of the problems during the time. Even post-pregnancy yoga also is very good to tighten the skin and make the skin shine. Practice yoga daily and be benefited. There is no other art in the world which equal to yoga. It is 100% true. Because other exercise can exercise the body, some part of the body. But yoga will exercise the body as well as the mind. You get good concentration and memory also. You will get a stress management skill. That is the required subject for each and every one in the world. With their all the ups and downs of the life. And you can call me, or you can message, or you can WhatsApp if you get doubts, or you can ask with the Guru, but avoid practicing yoga with a doubtful mind. And one should not practice asanas if one is suffering from fever. But they can do other subject of the yoga like eye yoga, pranayama, mudra yoga and all easily without straining the body. Even women can avoid advanced asanas during menstruation. She can practice simple, knowable asanas, only 4 or 5. Next thing, she can do shavasana, pranayama, eye yoga and mudra yoga easily. There is no restriction for that. practice yoga in the sequence and be benefited. We will meet you in the next episode with a great yogic topic. Happy time.